Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you an insane 1.19 working duplication glitch that will work in every kind of Minecraft Bedrock world, including realms and servers. Originally, this glitch was found by It's Me James, credits to him, and link is in the video description to his channel. I already covered this in 1.18.2, but in this video I'm going to be showing you a 1.19 version of this glitch that is way more efficient and faster. First of all, this duplication glitch requires you to be in the end dimension of Minecraft Bedrock. You don't actually have to kill the Ender Dragon first, but this would be very helpful. But what do you actually need to perform this glitch besides being in the end dimension? Well, you will need one water bucket, one stack of blocks, any kind of blocks that you want to, a half stack of leaves. You can obtain those leaves either by breaking leaves with shears or by something that has the Silk Touch enchantment on them. Then I recommend some leathers. Those aren't exactly required, but it is a good method to get back to the end portal fast. And then you want to take yourself a good pickaxe. It doesn't have to be a netherite pickaxe, just one pickaxe that you can use. After this, of course, you will need all the items that you want to duplicate. In this case, I took myself a beacon, an enchantment table, and some ore blocks. You can use any kind of blocks that you want, but it actually has to be an item that is placeable. So sadly, you can't duplicate armor or tools with this kind of duplication glitch, but you can duplicate the resources that they are made from, and this is enough, I think. Now, how do you exactly duplicate those items? Well, first of all, you have to be in the end dimension, as I already have mentioned. And then what you want to do is to go to one of the edges in the main end island. And you just want to make sure that you have no blocks that are sticking further out than you are. So in this case, we are on this block. And there are no other blocks that are further out than this block that I'm standing on. Really, it doesn't matter which edge you take. Just take the one that you want to. Then you want to take your water bucket and drop your water down at the edge. You want to make sure that it float all the way down. Then you want to jump in the water stream. You want to make sure that you don't fall out of the water stream and fall in the void. And then you want to continuously place blocks. And you want to do this until you are at the height Y12. As you can see, I built something like a tower all the way down. This should be Y12. And actually, as you can see, this is the case. We're now standing on Y12. Now I want you to swim all the way up, and if you want to, you can remove the water now and replace the water stream with some ladders. So simply remove the water stream, break the block, and then go down all the way with some ladders. As you can see, I built ladders all the way up so I can easily access this spot and go again to the main end island and use the ender portal when I want to. And then what you want to do is to take your leaves and just extend out a row out of leaves all the way out. You don't have to do this with all the leaves. I recommend using about 20. Now I placed a bridge out of leaf blocks going out about 20 blocks. And next thing you want to do is to go into your settings, then to video, and you want to turn off fancy leaves. Then go again back to your world, and then you want to place a block on top of the last leaf block. And as you can see, all the leaves just updated, and as you can see at this point the updated section stops and we have the normal leaves after this. So now what you want to do is to break the last block that has been updated. And then you want to replace this with one of your normal blocks. This should be something like an indication block. And then what you want to do is to go back into your settings, and now you can turn the fancy leaves back on. Then of course you can update all those leaves again. Of course, if you have turned the fancy leaf settings off by default, then you just have to put it on and then back off again. Now with this indication block, we know that we have a chunk border right here. Next thing to do is to go to the end of the bridge and simply remove some of the leaves blocks. You should be left with a bridge out of around 5 leaf blocks and the indication block. Now on top of this bridge out of leaves, we can now place all the blocks that you want to duplicate. Of course, if you have more blocks, then you just have to expand this platform or bridge. You can do this in this, that, or this direction. I don't recommend placing the blocks on top of the other blocks. Also, if you exaggerate too much with the blocks you duplicate at one time, then this might not work. This is because it will need some time to break all the blocks later, and if you lose too much time by breaking the blocks, then this won't work. Now what you want to do is to either go back to the end portal, jump through, and then back to the end again, or more simple, just save and quit the game. Then go back into your world by doing one of those methods. Now ensure that all those blocks will come back later once we have broken them. Now back in the game, we want to break and collect all of the placed blocks and the leaf blocks and the indication block too. You want to do this very quick and then save and quit your game. Keep in mind, this is no exiting the game duplication glitch. Instead of saving and quitting, you can just jump in the end portal and then go back. As you can see now, we duplicated all of the 4 blocks that you wanted. As you can see, we kind of sacrificed our indication block, but we duplicated all of the 4 blocks we wanted. If you want to, you can now go ahead, collect these blocks and repeat the whole process to gain even more duplicated items. Now what to do if it didn't work for you the first try? Well, just try it another time, but I have some more important information that you might consider if it didn't work for you. First of all, you have to have an empty subchunk. What I mean with this is, after your indication block, the subchunk, so the 16 by 16 by 16 area around, should be fully empty when leaving the game. That means, after breaking your blocks that you want to duplicate, you have to destroy the leaves too. And here, as you can see, we created an empty subchunk. These leaves already are out of the subchunk. If this isn't the case for you, so you have some blocks left in the subchunk before doing the duplication glitch, then this won't work for you. Another thing that is very important when performing this duplication glitch is the height you are at, because this will only work at the first subchunk. This means it will only work from Y0 to Y16. To make sure that all the blocks we placed will duplicate, you have to do this at least at Y12 or even further down, but then the risk would be that you drop into the void. So just do it at Y12 and then you're good. Also, another unfortunate thing to consider is that charcoal boxes, chests, etc., all the items that can contain some other items in them won't work. In fact, I don't recommend trying it, because if you try to duplicate them and then try to open them after duplicating, this will crash your game. So just do it with normal blocks. And the last thing that you might not have considered is the pace. Maybe it took too long to break the blocks. Netherite blocks already take a good time to break. So if you have an efficiency pickaxe, you should definitely use it, because this will allow you to duplicate more items in less time. So if it didn't work for you, or you just duplicated some of the items you placed, then try it with less items. And now that all this information has been said, I hope that I helped you with this tutorial, and I hope that it worked for you. If it didn't work and you don't know why it didn't work, then please write it in the comments down below. I'll try to help you and answer all your comments every time. If you just want to get in contact with me, you can also do this in the comment section or do it on my Discord server. There you can ask some questions too. Also, I appreciate every kind of support. That means if you want, you can subscribe to my channel, you can leave a like, you can leave your further video suggestions in the comment section too, and you can check out It's Me James. Again, link to his channel is in the video description. And then I hope we see us again in the next video. See ya!